Ew, welcome back to the Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Last time we basically beat the low-rank Elder Village quest. I called him the Elder because it used to be you talk to like a veggie Elder. Either way, this is the Village quest. Beat the low rank, which ends up with us defeating Cadius or repelling Cadius. But if you go ahead, like was shown just before me talking now, and you repeat the quest, you can do it twice in a row, once to break the horn, the beard, and then repel the creature, and then again to just have a dedicated showdown in Area 3, and if you win that fight, Cadius will die, and you slay it, you can carve it, and you can get more stuff. The money from doing that is pretty good, and I've also done it twice, so I've killed 2, which means I've run the quest 4 times. That means I have most of the stuff to build the armor, with the exception of 1 plate. So I was gonna see if maybe I can run like a capture that I haven't completed yet, see if I get lucky with the plate, but for now, I'll build the armor that I can. So this is the piece that needs the Legiacrus plate. It's the Greaves, but we can build the waist. And we will equip it because it is dramatically better than what we have. Can I show a comparison? Yeah, so I mean, it's not great against dragon, and it's not ideal against thunder, but it does have a better defense, better fire resistance, and better ice resistance. So it's not a bad set to start us off moving into. Ooh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I want to make sure now I'm not buying 2 of something. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Cool. We'll make the gloves. Now we got to make the chest. Now the chest, I was really lucky. One of the last fights, I got the Deep Dragon Gem, which is effectively like a plate or a ruby. It has a 4 or 5% drop rate, but it's a really cool piece of armor, so I'm quite pleased to have it visually. We'll grab that as well. And I think we can get the helmet, but we just can't get the boots, which I'll try and get lucky. Cool. All right, so this is more or less full Cadius. It seems a little like Roman inspired to me. Maybe it's just like the way the folds go, the 3 ribbons centrally. The chest is a little bit like a centurion, so I don't know, it gives me that, but the horns are really cool. The blue glow is sweet. I like this set. There is a very nice sword as well that I will get because it accompanies this, but I don't yet have the ore that it takes, and the ore isn't something we can get until we go into high rank quests, which is what I'll be doing in the future. But not just yet. I want to get the full proper armor. Now, truth be told, could I probably go and defeat the purple like Royal Ludroth that I need to go defeat? Yeah, no doubt. But I won't. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try a capture against the Legiacrus. Lovely. No, I don't need to talk to you, village elder. Let's go. Lord of the Seas, capture Legiacrus. Dear Hunter, our institute has launched an intensive study of Legiacrus, the Lord of the Seas. I don't know, I just imagine that's what an oceanographer is going to talk like. A live specimen would be a huge boon to our research. Are you willing to put your life on the line for marine science? I don't know. Weird voice. No, I am not willing to put my life on the line for marine science personally, but my video game self, more than open to the opportunity. I have a few things, but I don't think they're gonna get stolen. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright. It would suck to lose a luminous organ. Like a cat or something, but it could happen. Alright, so we have all the stuff we need for a capture here. The biggest thing is just going to be making sure that I don't blow it up, because it's easy to get carried away. It's also kind of fun to fight a Lagiacrus here. Most of my recollection of fighting one is in the other area. So here it's just kind of like, oh, okay. New experiences, fun times. It's an interesting evening to do recording, because it's like a mixed series of feelings I'm having today. It's been an alright day, but there's been a lot of, like, I have chronic migraines, so the weather has been going back and forth between really cold and, you know, warm, and that pressure change is just like, it makes me feel like I'm in a vice grip. It's never fun. But then, you know, I've gone to go and do like 6-7K with my dog today. You know, I've had some good food, and it's been a pretty relaxing time. Got to, you know, always spending time with my wife is a lovely thing. But just like a few moments before sitting down to record this, I learned that Akira Toriyama has died. And it's a sad thing to acknowledge, but it's also a weird thing in just that, you know, it's like a celebrity. It's not someone I knew personally, but it's undeniable that their work has touched a lot of people. And it's additionally sad because, like, I was aware of a few different new projects that he was still working on. You know, of course, there was ongoing Dragon Ball things, and that's always fun. But I was excited to see Sandland reach its completion, hear him talk about it, potentially see where that went. You know, it's like a brand new universe he was starting later in life. The direction seemed really unique, and I was hoping to get to see more of that. Alas, you know, it is what it is. But it's definitely a shame. And it's, I think it's going to be disappointing to a lot of people I know. Because he is so influential, and I feel like if you don't like one thing, maybe you like another, right? Like, if you never got into Dragon Ball, maybe you got into Dragon Quest, where, of course, he was the principal illustrator, right? If not the designer of pretty much everything. That's a legacy that can't be denied, and I feel like Dragon Quest II is, not the second game, but just in general the series. It gets a little underrated here in North America. It never, like, maybe it's kind of starting to, but it's never had the full, every, you know, new game you have to buy it type of appeal that maybe Final Fantasy has. Which is a shame, because there's equally good titles in the Dragon Quest series of games. I would actually enjoy going back to re-explore some of them. I think it's, is it 7 or 8 that's on, or maybe it's 6. Oh, jeez. I'm bad at Roman numerals off the top of my head. Well, it's not even that, I just can't remember which one it was. That was on the PS2. It might have been 7 or 8, that's what I'm thinking. But I would always recall hearing that was a really, really good game. And nowadays, with the options for emulating games, it's PS2, you can make it look really pretty and run it really smooth, and that's always fun, you know, revisiting things and, in a way, generating the best sort of remaster, because it's the exact same game you remember, but it just looks a little bit prettier compared to sometimes, you know, a game gets remade and it's awesome, or it isn't the same thing, but it is evocative of the same thing, so you can enjoy it for the same reasons, even if it's in different ways. And then sometimes they remake something and you're just like, what I liked about this is not here anymore. There aren't any recent examples I can think of. Like, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That feels, you know, it's a cool word. And rebirth, you know, has a religious connotation, which I guess can fit elements of the game and the meta element of the game, but equally, rebirth, I don't know. Casually talking about playing games with birth. It's just like you could hear that, someone could overhear you talking about that and misinterpret it. You could say, oh, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and no one on the streets can be like, oh, you know, that guy's doing something weird. You know, they may not know what that is or may not like it, the game, you know. They probably won't be like, ew. But if you see somebody and all you hear is, oh yeah, I've just been playing a lot of Rebirth, they'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, it's a more alarming statement. Oh dear. But excellent game. That being said, is it the original game just with better graphics? No. It's kind of like they took the original game and Advent Children and a little bit of Dirge of Cerberus, and they, you know, just distilled it right down and then somehow made it bigger. But it's kind of, instead of like remaking what the original game was, I feel like they took the perspective of like, if we were going to make Final Fantasy VII new in the current era, how would we do it? Because that feels more like what we've gotten as a product compared to them just going, okay, let's, you know, make the original turn-based combat a little prettier and let's like work on this animation from exactly this perspective. I think they went like, here's the story beats, here's the characters, here's some like big memorable things that we want to include, some big set pieces, and how would we now stitch them together with the current world, the current development team, and, you know, the current standards set by other Final Fantasy games. Obviously, they probably would have been in development concurrently for a period of time, but you can't say that Final Fantasy 16 doesn't have a degree of impact on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's success, or how it should look, or maybe the standard it needs to meet. Even if it's just like visual fidelity, right? Like if it ran worse than 16, that could be a big detractor for some people, because 16 looked and ran really, really well. So you can't look worse and you can't perform worse. You're very much stuck with comparisons like that. But since it's meeting those expectations, at least for me, no real concerns. I am gonna have to, oh damn it, I didn't, whatever. I didn't mean to use that, but it happens. Ugh. Stupid thing. Yeah, I almost never, like, carry around Farcasters. That's definitely one of the reasons why. Like, a Farcaster is nice if you're intending to use it, but it is just dangerous to have sitting there in your inventory. And it sucks too, because you couldn't take away the effectiveness of a Farcaster to make it more like safe, like without absolutely ruining the purpose of the item in the first place. Just in that you need to be able to use it really quickly. So if you had like a do you want to use this item pop up, while it's nice, it wouldn't actually help, because maybe you want to use it in a split second to like get out of an area before you die or something. So unless the game like paused, which Monster Hunter generally doesn't do for anything, yeah, not gonna work out. Just gotta be careful. It's like playing with fire. You can only make it so safe. There does come a point where you just have to not be done with the fire. Well, we'll just hope that I'm not demolishing this Legiacrus, because I need to see him limp. And then I can throw down my trap, and everything will be great. But he's not really like, he's not faring too well, I guess is what I'm thinking here. It seems like I'm kind of walloping on him. He's fallen over twice. It looks like his front claws are already broken. Nope. And we're coming up in 10 minutes into this one. So it is very possible that the next 5 or less minutes, we're going to see this guy start to limp. Alright, now the chest is gone. Yeah, more than anything, my fear with like low rank monsters, especially now that I'm building up pretty good gear, is that I'm going to just overkill them. Because Legiacrus or no, he's really just a big target. And unlike something like a Rathlos that will take flying breaks, this guy doesn't have as many opportunities to kind of just be away from the onslaught of Greatsword. As a result, it tends to be easier to just keep up a pretty good DPS on these folks. Yeah, I'm tired from all the walking I did today. Oh, that looks like it's it. Okay. Just coming up on 10 minutes and we got a limb. I didn't know how that was gonna work. I'm just gonna let him get a little bit into the area so I'm not right on his butt. Yeah, even though you're limping, you're gonna try and fight here? Okay. Now, inexplicably, I do think shock traps work underwater. So really, it's just a matter of getting him to come to me, which I think he's going to right now. We'll throw these and we should be it. There we go. Captured a Legiacrus. Almost like we've done it once or twice before. Now, this is the first capture of this series, so if you haven't seen a monster captured before in Monster Hunter, it just means that you take them down to about 85 to 90% of their total health when they're limping, and then you can tranquilize them, throw down a trap, and instead of killing them, you capture them. Unfortunately, if you learn about the lore, it isn't like they get to go live on a reserve and they're happy and then they get released back into the wild type of thing. Oh, I got the plate too, so that's excellent. I got the exact thing that I needed. That's pretty rare. Yeah, so sadly, it's more like they go over like testing and stuff. After they get killed, they get dissected. It's not like a happy circumstance. I think a very, very, very small amount based on the quest that you're reading will go for like a princess's pet or something. Like every now and then, like some noble would be like, oh, me and my kingdom are bored, we would like a Rathlos to entertain us in court. And you're like, I guess that's a better life than being kept, you know, or not being kept, being killed. So if you had to be a pet or dead, I guess one's a little bit better. Anyways, we got the Legiacrus plate, very luckily, to finish off the legs. So we'll build the greaves. Lovely. And that gives us the full Helios set, I guess as it is titled itself. We have a few of these things, so let's just dump everything up to 30 to start. Yeah, we got a few of those. I'm just kind of trying to be intelligent about my options for upgrading, but I feel like 36 is gonna take us pretty far. And then what, the advanced I don't even have, so I couldn't take it further if I wanted to, and I haven't used everything I have, so I'm pretty happy about that. This is the the Baroth weapon is as good as the Viking horn sword. That's hilarious. So this is the Cadius weapon. Looks pretty cool. Has like a chain handle type deal, a little bit of neon blue. It takes the ore that we're going to go get in high rank. At this point, I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't do the purple Ludroth. So, you know, like, the only thing is, like, I would want to, I haven't even really, maybe I'll come back and clean up some low rank. Hunting Agnactor is fun, but I have done it in third portable, so it's not like there's no footage of it. All right. We'll put away the stuff we have and don't need. Lovely. Buy some extra herbs, potions, whetstones, and yeah, I'll just do the usual here. Okay, let's think about this. I'm fighting a Ludroth. It's none of these are really gonna matter because I'll do the water bear just because why not? And we'll use a resource. No, I don't actually want to use a resource. Let's use cash. Yeah, the purple Ludroth fights with poison, so it doesn't really matter. And actually, at that, I should make sure I'm bringing some antidotes. I am. Great. Okay, so first, high rank quest. Purple Ludroth. We're getting this quest from a young general. Well, ain't that typical? I get back from a 10-day hump in the bush, and what's waiting for me? Orders to hunt down a purple Ludroth. I need some R&R. Mind fielding this one, guild hunter? So, kind of just seems like someone's being lazy and we're getting deferred their duty. But they're paying us for it. Probably not a fraction of what they're getting paid. Oh, the shadows aren't enjoying that. Uh-oh. I wonder if it's just for this cutscene? Hi. Want to know about high rank quests, eh? Well, lucky you. No one's better at explaining this stuff than me. Anyway, for your first high rank quest, we're sending you into an uncharted area. It's a place we call the Misty Peaks. It has rivers, mountains, and between those mountains, valleys. Oh, it has new monsters too. It's a hunter's heaven. You're sure to run into new species, but don't worry. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. Or, not. But hey, overcoming adversity is all in a day's work for a hunter, right? So, get out there and do your thing. Okay. Yeah, the shadows on these mountains are just so deeply unhappy. What a shame. Because it's a beautiful view. But it looks like all the other areas are fine. So that's acceptable. And we're past the point where I thought there was going to be a glitch as it relates to how this game is being handled. So we should be in the clear. I hope. This is a new area if you've only played 3U. Oh, wow, the density of this spot looks great. But this is not a new area if you've played Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. This is actually like the main area from that game. So the equivalent of like the forest and hills. Definitely a beautiful spot. Like, look at the leaves and the waterfall, mountains and all the colors. Like, oh, I love this area. If I could have a mountainous cabin somewhere, you know, like just up in this spot on some stilts, this is where I'd put it. Where is the purple Ludroth? Hey, we found him. This area is way prettier in 3U than 3rd Portable. Wow. It is, it's noticeable. Anyways. So this is, yeah, first high rank hunt. I don't love purple Ludroth, but I had to hunt so many of them just, before that I imagine it'll be okay. The main thing with when you're in like the stage that we're in right now, transitioning in between ranks, and this game it can happen twice. It happens between low rank and high rank, and then high rank and G rank, where you have the quest completions to get into the next level and tier of things, but maybe you don't have the gear to like succeed super well. So some games handle that transition better than others, and it could be that the first hunt just like demolishes you because you realize how under-spec you are, and then sometimes you get a pretty, you know, fair transition, or you'll get a well equipped set from the final boss of the main quests, and it's not too bad. This game is that type of situation. We've already cut the tail too, so like, how bad can this really be slated to go? Other than the constant poisoning, which I don't love. God. I think we all like dream of solving different problems, right? I imagine that's the case. Like, maybe it's big or small. Maybe it's just like, I wish I could make this thing in my house work better or prettier, or maybe, you know, a larger concept sometimes as well. I always wish, like, if I catch myself having a random daydream about creating a tool or something like that, I would love to be the person who figured out how to get, like, cloth to not clip in a video game perfectly. And I don't mean like how to just like manually animate it so from every angle and perspective it looks right. I mean having it like ambiently, no matter how it touches something else, the fabric collides with physics in a correct way. And this would be like, you know, the backs of your boot maybe kicking up a cloak when you're running, or, you know, a scarf not just clipping through a collar, those types of things. Or even you could expand it to just making clothing and armor move correctly. So like when I run in this set, you can kind of see in front of me, like this material kind of stretches under my chin. And maybe It's a stretchable leather. It is made out of monster parts. Is made out of a part whale. So maybe that's intentional. But if it's supposed to be like a sort of plate armor shouldn't stretch. It should be, you know, rigid, flat planes that intersect and maybe bend or move on hinges or are held in place by an underlayer, like a lattice of ring mail or something. But it doesn't make sense for something that should be solid and static to stretch like that. Unless it is a stretchy fabric. But even then, it doesn't stretch like in a shape that's stretching out. It would usually like become flat or maybe even bend in a certain way to suggest where things are inside of it. You know, like if you have if you put like a mask over your face and then you just like pull the mask down, right? Like you'll see your nose, maybe your lips, and if you pull it really, really hard, maybe you'll start to see the indents of your eyeballs compared to where your eyebrows are, and that type of thing. But you'll never see it balloon out if you're pulling down, right? Like that wouldn't make sense. So the way that maybe it's easy to animate it, where you just have it kind of flexing in a certain direction or the opposite direction like a knee would, doesn't actually make any sense here. Oh well. Really not important. Just kind of finagling my way through a purple Udroth hunt, getting smacked in the face by I can't remember that thing's name. It annoys me so much. Whatever. The Bullfango? Bullfango. Screw Bullfango. Your name isn't even worth remembering quickly. Is the thing already, like, going down? What the heck is happening right now? It's like barely 5 minutes in, if that. I'm gonna need to go and clean up a bunch of random things. Jeez. If this thing is going down anytime soon. So many rolls. Ah, well, it's getting addressed. We're breaking it up. I think that's the main now. I get this shiny right here. We have the tail, we have the mane. I don't think right foreclaw, maybe. He's definitely like low on energy. Like we were seeing some of the drooling before, which is usually oh damn it. Oh nice, I somehow didn't get got when I messed up. Always appreciate it. Oh, yeah, the only downside of this game is, like, what is the path to getting good mega potions? I'll have to review, because you don't even get your first aid medical things from the guild anymore in high rank. Oh, okay, that's not entirely true. You can hang out for long enough, and supplies will be delivered to you. But you don't start with them. Nice. I didn't get that poison. Very pleased. Hey. Off to area 6. The downside, tired of this fight, is I have no idea where Purple Loot Drop goes or stops in this map. I don't know where it's like Den is. I don't know where it goes to feed. I'm not familiar with that stuff because I don't actually know if I've fought one here before. Oh no. Oh, so many chores to attend. Just want to fight, but gotta do whetstone, gotta do an antidote, gotta heal. Yeah, well. I imagine what we coming up on. Oh yeah, we're coming up on 15 minutes, about 12 in. It would be really funny if my high rank hunts were going as quick as the low ranks. You know, 15-ish minutes per. Okay, there are supplies, so if I needed to go back to the base or if I died, there is some stuff there for me. Oh, this could be an accidental cart. No, we're fine though. Oh, I always forget how wide that thing goes. It does it to intentionally get you. Yeah, I don't know what Kiamba's thing is. Alright, hello, purple Udra. What's the game plan here, sir? Gonna take a moment to just breathe, stare at the waterfall. It's a remarkable choice. I guess I'm just gonna... Sometimes, you know, you're in a suboptimal situation and the only thing you can do is just kind of your best, chug it on through. Jeez, alright. Oh, that was dumb of me. Trying to get in front just to get poisoned. Yeah, it's a shame I wasted that forecaster. Oh. I'm gonna yawn through all of my sentences now. I think it's gonna catch on. But I could have used the forecaster. I'd go back and grab some extra stuff now, but as is, I'm lazy. Some of my best and worst choices have come out of the results of me being lazy. You know, I think sometimes really good things come out of laziness, but not all the time. It's about knowing when laziness is the best option. Sometimes laziness just, keeps you in one place, and staying somewhere is nice. But other times laziness makes you refuse to work with dumb processes, or accommodate things that maybe don't make sense, or maybe require more effort than they take. I think everybody does need some laziness, even if it's just from a philosophy perspective. Don't always do more than you need to. I've seen this a lot. Like, there's nothing in the world wrong with like a win everything 100%, 110% attitude. I mean, giving 110% isn't very healthy in my perspective, but inherently there's nothing wrong with like being one of those people that really loves goal setting and trying to do it all. Oh gosh, I might cart here intentionally, but I could. All right. But yeah, like a little bit of laziness just makes it so that your desire to work hard isn't being abused or misused, or it isn't going the wrong direction. Because there's tons of folks who are like, I'm just going to do everything I can, going to give 110% to everything. But if you're giving 110% to like something that's a waste of your time, then the 110% is kind of just being misapplied. And from a certain perspective, I'm sure it's not something that a very ambitious person would want. It's just easy to bring that like always succeed mindset into engagements that maybe don't need them. I see it all the time, actually. Like, ooh, Carbolite, what do we need? Folks who are just like very gung-ho about like fixing problems and being ahead of things, and that's awesome. Like, it's admirable to see somebody who's really, really dedicated. But sometimes they're so focused on being the best and bringing everything and just getting it done and getting through the hard stuff no matter what, that they don't realize that like, hey, this shouldn't be hard. And they just kind of accept that or deal with it. And it sucks for people like me who are like, hey, this is dumb, let's not do this. And you have to pry the others away, sometimes with a crowbar, from practices that to them just mean I'm working hard, but to anyone who's looking at it critically means I'm wasting time. Definitely a difference in worldview sometimes as well. Because like, I guess I don't actually view working hard as inherently a good thing. I think it's like, it's a speed that every now and then you need to use, but if you're constantly driving like it's a highway, like that's not safe, and you're probably speeding in neighborhoods that you don't need to speed in or shouldn't speed in. And I don't really want to speed. I'm totally okay with like, hey, this is a scenic route. Hey, this is the part where we drive fast. This is the part where we really want to get where we're going, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, but it shouldn't be that constant. It's not healthy. We do have this purple loot drop limping, so I'm thinking that's pretty positive. Within the timelines of doing well. I always find when things start to take beyond 15-20 minutes, you know, it's always good to consider maybe that there's an equipment mismatch, or you need to do some upgrading. Sometimes it can just mean practice too. Like when I was newer to Monster Hunter, there was definitely some times where I was probably geared beyond what was required, and I just needed to practice. That's fine too. I kind of feel like practice is a forgotten step a lot. Nowadays, you know, we've always, as a species, as society idolize people who are really, really, really capable. But I feel less and less we give credit to the amount of work that it took them to get where they are. It's more, I see a lot of natural attribution, I guess is what I'm saying. Oh, they're just the best. Oh, nobody else could have done this but them. And sometimes people make themselves the person that could have been the only one to do it. And I always find the insinuation that somebody is inherently that way sends the wrong message. Because even somebody who's maybe a savant, they still need to determine what they want to do with that capability. They still need to work at something. They still need to practice. Even at their level, they need to practice the assortment. And just because you're perfect at one thing, let's say, doesn't mean you're perfect at all of them. So you could be, you know, an amazing musician. Does that mean you have perfect memory? You know, does it mean you have perfect composition? Does it mean you can play well in a band with others, even if you do everything perfectly? Does, you know, are you in a situation where they had to play catch up with you and you can't do anything else? You know, there's lots of caveats, lots of things where we can find what we're good at, find what we're not good at, and start plucking away. And the time spent there is just as much a part of the art as the actual art itself, or the skill, or the capability, whatever it is. Paralysis knife. All right. Although I would argue that any knife is a paralysis knife if you use it the right way. This is probably laced with some paralytic agent. Ow. Cool. I'll take like a series of free hits. Oh, did I forget to sharpen? I am such an idiot. Cool. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize we were literally one hit away, but there we go. Royal Ludroth in the bag. No, I don't think we got enough carbolites to make the item that I wanted, but maybe we can get a gathering quest to go around and grab some carbolite ore. Get that sword and like really be in a good strong place. And it's funny too, I'm not really used to mining on this map, so I don't know all the spots to look or where to even try to run to in this brief intermission between finishing and getting back to town. Maybe over there would have been good. Oh well. Getting some extra carbonite ore is sweet. Timeless Mountain. Cool. Okay, you have something to say to me, Cha-Cha? New mask. Brain thought explode in skull like blunt trauma laka. Wise sage mask with bushy gray beard. It make bad vibe laka go bad by. Put Shaka Spring back in Hunter step. Cha leave plans with the village chief. Okay, great. Kayamba, you don't happen to have anything, do you? Okay. Yeah, I needed Hey kid, I sure am glad you dropped by. Heard you was fixing to go down and dirty with some monster subspecies. I like that, takes a strong bladder. I'll tell you what, ya bring me some elite monster parts, I can make you the armor of champions. Lots of it. Oh, and since you taught that Cadius what's for us, I want you to have a little gift. An advanced armor sphere. It's like an armor sphere, but advanced. Wow. What a description. But I don't think, yeah. I need one more piece of carpet. What a thing. Yo, pal, been out to the Mocha Woods lately? Say what, those woods too ho-hum for a hotshot hunter like you? I knew you said that. What if I got just the thing? What if I told you, drumroll please, you can now go to the Mocha Woods at night? The difference between day and night is, well, day and night. Once the daytime beasts turn in, the really tough monsters turn up. That's why we never let you go there after sundown. It would have been a waste of a perfectly good hunter. It turns out you can get certain commodities only at night. Those woods just got a lot more interesting, eh? Sure, nocturnal missions are way more dangerous, but danger's your middle name these days. Just don't do anything dumb. So, that's that. You should head out there for a midnight stroll once in a while. So now you can go out to the Mocha Woods at night, and it is high rank. What do you have to tell me? Oh, okay. Plans for a mask. Great. Whoa, you have so many things to say. Hey, before I forget, mind doing a favor for old Junio, or I mean me? The itinerant cook's got a bead on a new kind of yeast that tastes better than most full-fledged meals. Imagine the crazy bread I could bake with that stuff. By crazy, I mean crazy good. I bet a few bites of that crazy bread would do your body good. I've made a list of everything we need. Try squeezing in some time to get this stuff so you can chow down. Okay. Oh my god, he has so many messages. Okay, great. You have found purple Ludroth out in the woods. I'm glad. Yeah, I remember when I came to the village. Yeah, your sailors are jealous. Okay, they're working extra hard. Great. As far as I can tell, I can't really send them anywhere else right now. Maybe I need to upgrade them. Oh well. Do I have honey getting gathered here? Yeah, it looks like there is a spot for honey, but I'm not using it. Okay, well, cool. I'll probably have to do I have, what, do I not have a honey box going? Field trip, fluffy mask, insecta pride, grill, shroom, honey to burn, yeah. That's fine. Maybe that's something I should do in the future. burn down through resource quests or something. Wowza. You completed your first high rank quest. I knew you had it in you. Suppose I ought to call you the hero of Moga, the super stalker, the hunter's hunter. What's with the flattery? Oh, I don't know. I hear people like to be complimented from time to time. Intent. Oh, I forget it. I can tell you're not much for pep talks. Fine, I have something to give you anyway. Voila. A request to hunt another subspecies. Subspecies quests are pouring in left and right. Let's hunt them all down. Okay, there we go. So we have a bunch of high rank quests right off the bat. Looks like a purple Raytheon's in there. Wow. Baroth, Big Huns, Quirapecos, Arzuros, double Arzuros, Bullfangos, Gargua eggs. Okay, so it's all the good stuff. I think, where was I? Where they got the Carbolite. Misty Peaks. So let's go back out to the Misty Peaks. Let's make sure I have all of my pickaxes. Oh, now I can start to buy mega pickaxes, which is pretty excellent. Cool. Well, that's fine. Yeah, I'll buy some mega pickaxes. Why not? Even if they're overpriced. We're really just here for some Carbolite. And actually, I might want to start this direction. Because I didn't really get to go around the whole map to see where there might be ore deposits. I was figuring here might be a good one, but maybe not. Huh. Well, we only need one piece, so I can only imagine I can get a little lucky. Super Sprout. Carbolite, come on. Iron ore. Earth crystal. Mocholite. Mocholite. Whetstone. All lame. All right, let's hope over here has something. I see nothing. Royal honey. Regular honey. Oh, what the heck? My thing is full. Okay, this is where we got some before, so let's be hopeful. Iron, again, we don't need iron. I definitely don't need a stone. Carbolite, there we go. Oh wow, we're gonna get two just for good measure. Beautiful day. I might as well mine this if I'm here to mine, right? Might as well get all the ore I can. You never know what you're gonna need. Balm stone. Replace it with my maps. Screw it. Who needs maps? Oh man. I don't really need the iron ore. I'll take the account points. All right, let's get out of here now. And then make the sword, really. Which is not bad progression. Moving on up, really. The armor seemed to hold on pretty well when it came to the purple Ludroth as well, so I imagine it'll do all right for the time being. There we go. And now the quest is complete. Lovely. Looks like a nice spot to sleep, outside the fact that this is a stone bed with like maybe a very thick fur thrown over top. All right, quest complete. What does this charm do? I don't even know what Slime C+ does. Okay. Hey, sir, I need you to forge me a weapon. Oh no, what do I not have? Oh, damn. I need a crooked horn. Well, I can grab another one of those, I guess. Not terribly difficult. In which case, thanks for watching this episode of Monster Hunter. I'm gonna keep on trucking along through, I guess, high rank now, and getting my gear all set up and advancing through the high rank element of the village quests. You can check it out next time. Have a good one until then. Bye.